Alright, you guys. So what I was saying was, go check out any of my videos. I don't pander for money because people should have to give you their hard-earned fucking money without getting something in return. You're just pandering, wanting fucking free money for doing nothing and not giving a product or anything like that is wrong. And I don't believe in it. And another thing, this mofo wants to get on here and whine now about how he's in the hospital and he tried telling the bank and the bank didn't care. Why would the bank care? You took their money.
You put that to the side. They just modified his loan a few months before that.
They took their, but it's the stupidness. He took their money and spent their money, but they're not supposed to want their money back. I wonder if your credit's fucked.
That's just common sense, Austin. The point is, he acted like the bank wouldn't help him out none, and they had already helped him. They had already took pity on him and modified his loan.
Biggest problem he's going to have on this car.
But he also tried to say that
below the trunk lid. It's actually.
He also tries to say his loan payment, his mortgage payment is $400 a month, and then $1,200 more with interest on top of it. I don't buy it. I don't think that's how it works.
Biggest problem he's going to have on this car is below the trunk lid. It's actually it's got cancer to the point where it's eating through. But he turned around and he said, just fill it, smooth it out, prime it, paint it. I was like, okay.
How many of you car guys out there are cool with that? And Rich, it probably ain't that. He's probably seen your body work like on your door, your 57, and thought, fuck, I'll just have to put mud in it.
I don't want him coming near my car with a welder.
I mean, maybe he can get right. I mean, fuck, you use a welder? He can't even figure out how to dislodge wire from his welder.
He's not
Pop Rivet King is what I'm going to start calling him.
Right.
Like Barry, you should take a fucking thing.
Sand it down some more.
Like Barry, you should take a fucking.
I mean, right now he's digging 4 gouges into that.
You should get stock in fucking rivets. Like Barry should get stock in Mondo.
All that stuff out of there, too. All that powder. It's in between the molding and everything else. And
you think?
You don't want that in the paint.
Okay, I want to say this. We are getting ready to do the fucking basest paint job I've ever done on a vehicle for Project Gramps. It has cancer in the lower rear quarter. I'm not worried about fixing it.
I can hear everybody screaming already at the TV. You idiot! You should have put a new fucking thing. It's like, I know we should, but he's sick.
Listen, let me explain why. First of all, that takes money. I don't have a lot of money. Third of all, my grandpa has fucking leukemia. He's best case 5 years, worst case could die tomorrow. That car needs to get to him so he can enjoy it. And it needs to get out of my yard. So when it comes back and Dad stops fucking slurping a can,
Eat shit, prick.
you fucking slurp that can one more time. I fucking swear to God, I will crush that can against your face. Fucking sound like Rich here, fucking chewing on some ice.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my brother right there. You don't know that?
Jesus Christ.
That's your Uncle Rich. You better start calling him Uncle Rich.
That fucking irked my nerves. You guys don't understand that. Anyways, the car just needs to get done and get to him. So I'm not worried about fixing the rest. When it comes back, we can do all that. Just get it there. Point is, I'm not going to shove Bondo in the holes and make it something it's not. Just in case I decide to sell the car eventually. Dad, will I ever sell that car?
No, but plus, if you put Bondo in holes over rust without cutting the rust out first, it's going to keep rusting and come back out. I mean, it's just pointless. It's asinine. Now we getting back to Uncle
The
Rich?
thing is, what I'm doing is I'm sanding with the porcelain sandpaper here
Wood sandpaper.
until it gets a little smoother. Then I'll use the finer stuff.
Oh yeah, he uses wood sandpaper.
Before I put primer on.
Hold on. So if you sand with thick sandpaper, it gets smoother? Don't you have more scratches that you have to sand? I don't understand.
Dad, he's using wood sandpaper, Joe. Right to that.
Is he?
That's what he likes using is wood sandpaper.
Really?
Yep. He says that on these lives or videos.
He's definitely not a body man. He's definitely not a mechanic.
Before I prime it, I got to put tape. I got paper in the car, so that way I can
And another thing,
Protect the stainless steel moldings and all that other jazz.
Hold on a minute, though. That looks to me like a base clear paint job.
probably is. When we paint Project Grants, all the trim's off of it. I haven't put another trim back on it because I'm not him. I know I'm going to paint the car. There's only trim that wraps around the rear A-pillar, which will be pulled off because I don't... Pull the fucking trim. Don't be an idiot. And yes, it's base clear, I think.
So how's that going to match?
I could find out. Maybe he's got some clear coat in the round can.
You don't use clear coat. Clear coats are for pussies. That's what he said.
Two places that I saw the other day that I actually still have to patch up on the passenger side front.
I like to watch him get his clock cleaned.
One is next to the windshield.
First of all, nobody would be doing this kind of work right for $300. If somebody wants to charge you $300 unless they're your buddy or something,
It cause you to
then
have
be real
major
irritated.
water buildup inside the car.
What? There shouldn't be water buildup inside the car. Fucking
Well,
replace your
before they
filth.
painted this car was actually white.
So you're trying to say the topsters don't paint? Is that what you're saying? Like, why do you make them fucking stupid fucking faces? You're as bad as Lurch.
If you're in the live and you're asking me a question or something, and I don't see it, repeat it, because I'm going to keep continuously looking up at the screen. I have my cell phone, and I don't have anything else here, because there's not much room for anything else.
Boot his ass. If he says something else again, boot his ass.
And this stuff will tell you one thing now. It builds up quick on the paper.
Yeah, dude, nobody uses 157 paper like you do. I mean, you are either the brokest motherfucker in the world or the dumbest. I'm not sure which.
A little of both.
I mean, that's one thing I spend money on is sandpaper. I mean,
Hang on, he's gonna smack it. You gonna smack it?
you know he's scratching the hell out of that stainless. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Not to mention, if you miss one spot, you get overspray on stainless.
you get those for all, that's no problem.
Yeah, you could avoid it.
And what you do is, even when you're doing this, you do what they call cross-hatch sanding.
Cross
It's kind of
hatch.
like making an X. So that way you get highs and lows in both areas, both directions, you know. So
Gloss
there's
hatch.
What the
high
fuck?
spots or low spots.
You mean
Now,
crosshatch?
right where I'm working, there's a bunch of little low spots. So I'm going to bring this to a point where it's actually going to be all level.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Sir?
So if you have a low spot in the middle or a high spot in the middle of the filler, how is sanding going to... I guess if it's filler, you dig a ditch, but how are you going to make it level? I mean,
Man, got bees over
how the
there,
hell
too.
is that cross... That is not... What you're doing is not cross-hatch sanding. It's not sanding in an X, bud. I'm watching you sand, so is everybody else.
Sometimes.
We're going to be
I mean,
here for a while. I'm not
that
going
really
anywhere
only
anytime
comes down...
real soon.
It only really comes down to when you're doing the fucking...
Been putting this off for too long.
when
Look,
you're blocking the
Just
car,
hang it
man.
for about 4
That's the only
hours,
time
that's
that
fine.
really matters so much, when you're blocking the car.
He has been doing this car for over a fucking year and it still ain't done.
I mean, you use a guide code, and then you sand an crosshatch pattern.
Dad, you're trying, dude. He don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's looking at the
Well,
screen.
here in a minute,
With jewelry on his
here in a little
face.
bit, he's going to say, "Oh, well, gray primer. That's what tells you your highs and lows." And what in the fuck are you talking? So if the whole car's painted gray and you're sanding, but it's in primer, and you're trying to block it, you're going to be able to have highs and lows?
You good?
No, you can use primer, but you would use it as a fucking whatever I just said.
Guide coat.
Guide code, yes. It needs to be a different color than what you're painting.
Yes, I'll put the time in, and my friend will be a little more satisfied with what's being done. You know, instead of just, you know, half-assing it.
I'll be shocked if you still your friend.
Talk about half-assing it, but you're gonna fill the fucking rear tail panel full of fucking Mondo. That's half-assery at its finest.
I got tape in here, and I got paper to
Oh, yeah.
make this.
I forgot to say something when we talk about painting that car. Project Gramps, main channel, Poor Man's Speed Shop. If you're new, go subscribe to that if you want to see me and Dad build cars. Shameless plug.
In my car, so I'll use that when I'm ready to prime it.
I don't know. You don't have headphones in your ears doing this shit. Otherwise, it's boring. With some music and do this.
He's just digging in that paint, man. He's a fucking idiot.
Oh, hey Dan, you still in here, brother? If you wind up going across those three guys and they start talking derogatory about me, boot them, okay?
Glad. You brought me to my next point. Listen.
There's childish remarks in my live stream. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
If you're going to talk shit about people, they have a right to defend themselves. That would be like me going live, Barry commenting, right? On live, and me looking at somebody saying, boot him. Fuck that. Let him comment.
Let him talk this shit.
Yeah. That's like Barry blocking me, Mako, everybody else. That's some bitch ass shit.
Look what we're doing with you.
Help it.
He's like Barry. He's a fucking bitch. Mama's boy. And that's coming from a mama's boy. I don't understand his hatred for women.
I don't know. Maybe his mom was a fucking horrible person or something. I don't know. I'm not talking bad about his mom. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he hates women. I mean, something's made of him. Maybe he likes guys and he just, he's so afraid to come out and say it. I mean,
Don't say that, Dad. We'll have a mafioso after it.
I even bought razor blades down here. This stuff gets on something else and I want it moved. Too much bright light coming up. Move this over. There we go. Well, it's not direct sunlight. It should be on.
stand up. Worked too goddamn hard today, Charlie. Damn, dude, what are you doing?
Fucking Rust-Oleum primer at that.
I gotta get one of those microfiber cloths and I can't get it on, so I gotta get it over there.
Use a tack cloth.
This down and get all this stuff off here.
It's a tack cloth. Jesus. You probably don't know what a tack cloth is. I would be shocked if you did without looking it up.
Hey.
Microfiber towel will be little fucking same as a regular rag, it'll be fucking shit behind. It's probably why it's paint, he's also talking about that dirt paint.
don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing or not. Can you? Try it again. And the reason why you don't use Bondo on these little areas is because it's close to the windows and you don't want water buildup getting inside. As I said before, I will say it again. Bondo is plastic. Once you start sanding the outer crust layer, it starts to absorb water.
He is full of shit.
Especially if the car has got a...
He is an idiot. It don't matter if you sand it or it don't. Sanding has nothing to do with it. Bondo is not a sealer. If you put Bondo over bare metal that is contaminated, it is going to get moisture behind it. It's going to bubble back out eventually. It's going to get rust behind it and push it right back out. No matter if you sand it or not, think about what he's saying. Watch any show.
Without any primer or anything else on it. Using JB Weld and JB Quick, I've seen people use it on an engine block that had a crack in it. So it creates a seal. It prevents water from getting out or getting in.
It never
It's a
works.
little more tough as far as water is concerned. Maybe not as far as the elements, but being cold, hot, whatever you want to call it. But
Well, now what
there's
do you
certain
use
type
you
that
say
you
use on
can
engine block at work?
actually
Because they're not
buy in
getting
the
cold and hot.
store in order to do an engine block. I've seen a couple people do that, other YouTubers. So it's absolutely the right thing to do,
It's the wrong
especially
thing.
when you're dealing with cancer, car spots and stuff like that,
Look, okay,
or the starting process of cancer on a car.
look, let's just say, for argument's sake, it's okay to use JB Weld to fill a hole in a car. What about the rust that's already there? What do you think's going to happen to that rust? It's like cancer. It's going to continue to grow. You either have to cut the rust out or treat the rust. And even if it's pitted rust and you treat it, it's still going to rust. Period. That's a fact. If you put Bondo or rust, it is going to come back out.
Why don't body shops do it then?
Right. I mean, they don't. Exactly. Good point, Austin. I mean, he's a fucking idiot, man. That's why we're doing this video. Because of that kind of shit right fucking there. Some kid hears that shit, he'll be like, cool, I can do this easy now. I mean, Jesus. If you sand Bondo, it allows it to absorb water. Think about what he's saying. Bondo is Bondo is the same through and through. You mix it up, it's the same through and through. It's the same on the outside as it on the inside. It's one consistent thing. That give you it.
And again, Bondo is just a brand. The correct terminology is body filler.
Right.
Bondo is just a brand
The problem
name.
that I'm going to have to patch up.
Like Vice Grips.
Because he
Those are
doesn't
just a
want to put
brand
another
name.
piece of metal in there. Yeah, I know, bro. He doesn't want to put another piece of metal in there, so he just wants the JB Weld or JB Quick or whatever it is right
The
over
hack
top
way.
of the-
And he's going to pass it off
the rock.
some unsuspecting
Just trying to
person.
sell the car.
Right.
He
The
doesn't-
rust
he's not interested in going all out.
that's
So
illegal. I mean,
that's what we're going to do. We've already discussed it.
And the
but
fact
it's
that you would
me,
do
not
that
my decision.
shows
It
your
was his.
character.
exactly.
I even told him, I said it would be a better bet if you actually cut it out and
I would
got
do
another
it.
piece of metal.
There's not
And
one
welded it
reputable
in. He
person
doesn't
or
wanna do
body
that,
shop
so-
that
That
would
would
be
do it.
okay with what he's doing
Yep.
right now and would do it for a customer. None. Not a reputable place. Okay.
You
You are just as bad as him by doing this work and letting him
The
sell
problem
it.
is we don't have water over here, so I can't wash this off when I'm done. I have to use microfiber towel in order to get the dust off.
That's not
So
what
yes, I know you're supposed to clean it, but because of the situation, this is not a residence. This is actually a business address.
So you can't have water at a business? Another bullshit lie, Rich. You're fucking stupid.
Damn how the employees use bathroom.
Right. I mean,
Well, want to get a razor blade.
I mean,
get some of this,
wiping it off with a microfiber towel is not going to get the grease off of it and shit like that, any sap, anything like that. I mean, he's not going to run over thinner over it or nothing. I mean, he's not wiping out a paint thinner. Should clip that part out about him talking about the owner wants him just to patch it up to sell it. Put Jimmy Wilson in and title the clip fucking Flipper Cop. Talking about.
I'm gonna do it. I want to say this: the car itself, I fucking love the idea of the car. The twin towers, all that shit. I love that idea. But what they're doing is wrong to this car. This car deserves it better than this, especially with the memory it has.
Funny thing is, since I've done the front of the car, where that pinhole was, right next to the molding by the windshield, there's been no water in the car. So that's always a plus.
It can't be because it's under a canopy, huh? You're full of shit, Rich. I mean, how would you know? How's it get? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's covered. I can hear it now. Next guy problem. He's one of them dudes. That's the next guy's problem.
It's wrong. It's stealing. Should be theft. What it should be. Should be theft by deception is what it should be.
I agree.
Tried to get the excess JB weld off with a straight razor on stainless molding, just to hold it as flat as possible because you want to scrape it off. You don't want to scratch up the stainless steel. So that's what I'm doing.
It's starting to piss me off. I mean, what that car represents, you guys should have done a lot better than this, especially to sell it to somebody.
Yeah, these are all the shady body work and, tell the people, look, it's hacked up. I just did this, to make it look better.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. He would leave it.
Oh, it's going to be like, look, I have no rust on it. And then 2 years later, it fucking falling apart, the whole car.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. I mean, for what the
So
car is supposed to be in memory of, it's bullshit.
Bring it down the rest of the way.
You don't have to
Use
get a car together.
000 grade in order to bring it down the proper way. I have some of that in here, so that is what we will be using.
Oh, shit.
Every day I come in here, this car is disintegrating a little more every day.
And you think putting Bondo on the disintegrating rust is going to stop it from rusting more and disintegrating? Is that your logic?
Now I got some bubbles over here that I started to get last week. I never got the rain to finish them. Well, couldn't do that then. Because he leaves this car outside in all elements. Like, it's the most protection this car has had since it's been here. The only time it has any more protection is when it's underneath the other overhang, rocks in here on the bottom too. Pull apart the fender. Oh, that's what it's going. It's got the side. No, it can't be this side. Nothing over here, it's just a closed.
Guy come look at them on the car flipper.
Is it?
Yup.
I know.
I just looked at his seller's items.
Alright, now. See, once you get it down enough, then you can use the steel wool. We'll make sure all that crap is out of there now. The powdery residuals gotta go.
What's he using the fucking steel wool for?
Clean up the trim.
The other thing is too is I'm not at home, so I can't do it the way I have my car.
Oh God, thank God. It looks like you literally just rolled out of bed to come over here. You got house slippers on, shorts, a t-shirt that's kind of dirty.
Just much of this because I don't need all that. So I'm trying to do the whole door. Just a couple of spots.
Hell, last night's video got 102 views, dead.
I mean, I guarantee that paint's gonna match. You already paint that?
Uh-uh.
Huh?
No. Now we're at 125, or 1,025.
Fuck yeah. Did you answer him back when he commented on you earlier?
Yeah.
So yeah, as I said, there's a big difference between doing
Yep.
body work on a very small scale and doing body work on a huge, massive scale. So in other words, if you smash up a portion of your car or something, and you have the knowledge, most people will actually cut a section out if they can't fix it, and they will replace it with another. Okay. Then you have to do welding. You have to grind down, the metal and everything, so that way it's smooth. You have to match it up. You have to fit it. You have to have something to brace it and hold it in place, and then you have to start welding. Then you got to grind, and you may have to weld again in order to go over imperfections. That's a matter of heating up the metal and having it bond together. So,
Is that what it is? No. What is he talking about, man?
He's fucking nuts, Dad.
I mean, one metal is bonding two pieces together?
Who would have fucking thunk it?
Right, I mean. That's what I mean, he just wants to be a teacher, he wants to be smart. And that's fine, but Google, fact check yourself. Don't be putting out bad information so people that don't know nothing about cars are learning bad information from you.
yes, we're using very little tools. It's like caveman era ways of doing things. I wouldn't suggest other people do it unless you know what you're doing.
So cavemen had cars? I don't think cavemen like cars.
He wouldn't suggest people do what without doing what they're doing.
Doing it the way he's doing it.
Dude, don't nobody do it the way he's doing it. He's fucking a hack. He's
Never paid attention to detail, which I'm very OCD about.
Yeah, we can tell by your fucking house how old fucking CD you are. About detail.
I don't think even my brother knew that about me. He's here too.
Where is he? I don't see him. You behind the camera? Hey, Dad.
What you do with crackpot?
Hey, Dad.
Come to visit my brother. What's up?
So, look right there on the quarter. Looks like me and you were standing right by that damn bullhorn. Barry shot and missed us.
Alright. Come on now.
I'm telling you folks, dude, Barry couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from fucking a foot away.
Well, evidently he can. He shot that guy's fucking shop all up. Then he tried to hide it with fucking plywood. I love it, dude. That's how you treat your friend.
You don't even know how to fucking aim.